Hi, I'm Ian from Kids and Glass Houses, and you're watching LiveTheScene.com.
I'll just firstly say Happy Star Wars Day. Are you a fan of Star Wars?
I am a big fan, so happy. May the 4th be with you.
Yeah. Have you been celebrating at all, or have you just been...
We haven't. Me and Alid had planned to, pick up some lightsabers and maybe battle down the main high street of Manchester, but we haven't been celebrating. I'm hoping someone brings me a Chewie mask, if I'm honest. That's what I'm hoping for.
Fair enough. So welcome back to Manchester as well. Is it good to be back?
It is. Manchester is awesome. We love playing here. We're not just saying it because obviously you're from Manchester. I'm not just saying that. We do actually love coming here. It's always been good to us since the first time we came, when we were playing the Roadhouse down the road, or Manchester Academy 3 upstairs. So yeah, good times.
And recently you've been described as everyone's favourite support act. Is it nice to be playing your own headline shows again?
Yeah, it's always nice to play some headline shows. I mean, we've been away for a while, so we're so hungry for it now. It's sort of like a rebirth, and it feels like we're a new band again, especially with the change of sound with the second record. And yeah, we're just confident and hungry.
And how's the tour been going so far for you?
It's been awesome, man. Newcastle and Leeds. Both shows have been two of the best shows we've ever played in our career, so hopefully the trend will keep and Manchester will be off the chain tonight.
And have you had any problems so far on the tour?
Problems? No, none whatsoever. So don't jinx it, don't jinx it.
I do apologise if anything goes wrong.
I want some positive vibes, yeah. If it goes wrong, I'm looking for you, son.
And so what can people expect when they come and see you guys live?
Well, with the Dirt tour that we're doing now, it's definitely a step up. I mean, we've always loved bands that put on a show as opposed to, oh, this is our song, this is our song, this is our song. We've worked out the set so that it's a show rather than just us playing our songs one after the other. It's a lot more intense because obviously the second record has a lot of fresh meaning to us, as opposed to the tail end of Smart Casual tour. Maybe the songs weren't as relevant to us personally as these songs are now, and obviously we're a lot hungry for it again, like I said, and yeah, just intense but fun.
So for the people that haven't managed to catch you this time round on tour, when will you be back touring the UK? Or
we'll be touring at the end of the year. I'm putting that out there. That's all I'm putting out there.
And obviously you've been announced for Tea in the Park, and you've been announced for Radio 1's Big Weekend. Is it always a good feeling, because these are all Radio 1 endorsed, festivals, and when you've reached Radio 1, it's kind of that's like a peak for when you've kind of made it. Is that a good feeling for you?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that we've made it. I mean, we still see ourselves as just starting, and there's a long way to go, but obviously having things like Radio 1 on board and television is just it's pretty mind-blowing, because it's something that you obviously aim for.
Yeah.
When you first started out as a band, and we never expected it to come, so yeah, we're just kind of enjoying it while it's lasting.
And will you guys be gracing any of the other festival stages over the summer?
Yeah.
Can you give us any hints on that?
No. Buy tickets for all of them. We'll be at them.
And so let's talk a little bit about Dirt. It's quite different to Smart Casual. Did you have any initial intention with when you were going and recording the album?
I think one of the main things was we like a lot of sort of old music. We're not really too fussed on a lot of bands that are coming out now and just sounding the same. That whole Pro Tools, oversaturated, overcompressed, I don't know, drivel, I guess. There's no heart to music. There's not much heart in new bands, I guess, and we wanted to get across that we're actually a real band and we give a fuck about what we do. We don't just want to write a song because we think it'll sell records, or that it sounds pretty or whatever. And we wanted to show people that you can still write pop tunes and have that edge and sound like a real band with real drums and real guitars. So I think that was one of the main intents, and obviously we wanted to kind of write bigger songs, because we've always been like, I think like the first record we were sort of wearing our influences like mainly on our sleeve, like more of the quirkier side, like more like the Cure and the like Patti LaBelle and like the Police, when we wanted to like get the other sides of like those artists through, like the bigger sort of stadium sounds as well. So yeah, I guess like Dirt's kind of the record that we always wanted Kids in Glass Houses to sound like.
Would you say that Dirt was like a way of you moving away from like the genre that you were possibly lumped into during Smart Casual?
Yeah, because we never thought that we were part of that. We got pigeonholed in a genre we always thought we stood out from, but evidently people didn't see it the same way we did, and I think this is, Dirt's a statement that we're not part of that. It's not that we don't like any of that, it's just that's not what we want Kids in Glass Houses to be about or sound like, I guess.
And did that kind of give you the confidence to go out and change your sound and stuff like that? Did you have any like qualms with changing while you were recording?
No, I mean like bands like sort of Stereophonics and Oasis have been, well, they were sort of the first influences on like myself and Alid and Shay and Phil, and like that didn't come through at all. And we love the way records like that sound and the way those like guitars are just like big and like simple, and so there was no fear whatsoever in going into it, and just being like, let's write some big tunes, like no fear whatsoever.
And what can we expect next from Kids in Glass Houses?
Bigger songs. You're gonna need like a CD about this big to fit on them.
And will you be trying to take your sound to maybe new places that you haven't been before?
Always, man. Like we're a very open-minded band when it comes to music. We're always keen on listening to sort of new genres and new styles. I mean, as long as music's good and it means something, then it's worth giving a listen, you know. And we're always going to take influence from new things, and especially life experiences. They'll always come through in our songs.
And it's got to be said that all the Welsh bands do tend to have like a certain amount of loyalty to each other. You always tour with like the Blackout or Lost Prophets and so on. Who are the best and worst people to tour with, and if they are bad, why do you keep touring with them?
I enjoy touring with every Welsh band we've played with.
No sitting on the fence now.
I'm not sitting on the fence. It's the honest truth. Like, we were lucky enough. Like, we've only ever played a few shows with Prophets, and we were lucky enough that they took us out in February, and they were awesome to us. They've always been wicked to us, always given us advice and helped us out where they can. The Blackout, I can't even tell you how many shows I've played with our band. Like, it's a few. It's been at least 4 years we've been playing together, so that's always awesome. I used to be in a band with Neil from Attack Attack, so I've known him for years, and we used to play with like Ryan and Mike's old band and Will's old band as well. So there's a proper like family tree in South Wales, so everyone does just get on. And the Funeral Boys, obviously we toured with them a few years ago, and that was wicked fun. And like Chris comes over the house and plays FIFA with me and stuff, and it's just like it's a proper family community. And so I got not a bad word to say about any band from Wales.
Fun stuff. And if you could be in any other band, like apart from Kids in Glass Houses, for one day, who would you choose?
I'd love the Revolution to get back with Prince and just join the Revolution for a day. I know I'd be like just overawed by everything, but that'd be sick. Just to jam with Prince.
Would be
that'd be jokes. Like.
And finally, have you got any like messages for your fans, or perhaps anyone that's perhaps overlooked Kids in Glass Houses in the past?
To the people that have come out on this show, on this tour, thank you very much. Like this tour has been mental so far, and we're only 3 dates in. It's been quite humbling, in fact. And if you haven't come to check us out, talk to someone that has, and you'll know what you're missing.